technique. It's another variation on this one as well. It's called Python. We're going to be doing it against a front kick with a scoop technique. Okay. And now what we're doing there, here, with the front kick, after you scoop him out of the way, I'm just grabbing his collar. In the street, you want to grab the guy's hair, pull him down, and you're hitting him with the forearm before you lock him up. And all you need to do is just take a small step backwards and drop to your rear leg knee, driving your right knee into the attacker, which is going to give you a base for the choke. Okay? Now I do have a, if you want to practice this with a little more combat in this, you can put a pad or something like this in your training partner's back, such as one we have here, so you don't injure yourself, because it don't take much of a strike to the spine to damage yourself. Okay? Again, so it's back and then in. Grab it with your left hand, and you're going to hit. This is the hit two. Hit right into the throat. Here, as soon as you get him locked up, take a step back and drop right to the knee. For the choke, the proper way to do it, a breath choke is what we're trying to accomplish here, is this. Wrap around, grab your arm and behind your head. Now this is what you're wanting to cut off. This is a breath choke, or a blood choke. You don't want a breath choke if necessary, which is the front part. So you take him and you push him to that side, cutting off the blood to the brain. Proper way to do it. And let's go this way with this one a couple times. Okay, the scoop itself, rock back and then coming in with all your body weight. Pull with a hair in the street and hit. Okay? Lock up and down. Dropping him to the spine right on your knee. Okay? Turn this way. Okay, part B. I like to call it King Python. Okay, it starts out exactly the same, just the ending is different. Now what we're doing here is we're adding a leg scissors along with the choke. And you want to do just like the snake does. When the guy breathes out, you squeeze a little harder, put a little more pressure on the choke, and with the scissors. And the choke will work twice as fast for you. So back, grab, hit, lock it on, and then you're going to fall in a side fall fashion. Just like this. So the legs will automatically wrap around. You don't want it to fall straight back on you. And then squeeze and choke them out. Okay? One more time. Let's go this way. Okay, one other little interesting note about this particular choke is when you get him on right here, the guy tries to reach back and hit you or poke you in the eyes while he's trying to get free from it. You have this little hole right here to stick your face in, so he can't poke you in the eye. That'll help you until he starts passing out. It don't take long to get a choke on somebody for them to stop fighting. If they don't get it within the first 2 or 3 seconds, it's pretty much over. Okay? Okay, the next technique that we're going to call it a low rack technique, and that's for a roundhouse kick. This roundhouse kick needs to be anywhere from this area to your armpit. If it's targeted for this part of your body, this is what you will do for. This is a good technique for that. Okay? And what we're doing there is the first thing that you want to do, let's show it from this angle. I want to step off the line like this. I don't want to be standing straight there taking the brunt of that blow. So, and another thing I have is here. This is my backup, just in case you do fight somebody that has some Muay Thai training, somebody that wants to kick and go all the way through, if you don't want to take any punishments whatsoever. So this is a very good backup right here. I'm going to kick. I'm doing this after a wide wrap, which is running into my elbow, right into his thigh already. Then I shoot a downward elbow to the thigh, grab the leg, raise my knee into his groin, grabbing the back of the hand, this got a pressure point right there, and you pull, and then you step over and set down into a single leg crab. Okay? That's number one. Bang. You want to try to get behind that arm too if possible. Grab, bring the knee up into the groin. Grab the pressure point, step out, and shoot him down. And you have to hang on to this leg. You can't let go of it. That is if you want to do this lock right here. Very good lock. And you can sit there and calm him down or do some very damaging things to his hip and stuff with that technique. Step off. Hit. Come up. Step out. At the same time I'm stepping out, I pull, which gets him off balance. Step over and sit down. And for more pain, all you have to do is just lean back for more pain there. One more time this way. Okay, now this is what you want to do right here. Okay? Got some pressure on in there. Okay? One last time. Let's open this angle. You're doing the same thing with this handle as you do with the arm handle. You move with your hips and your body, okay? Let's do it from this side. You can take him as far as you want. Okay? You hit, go for the knee, take this around, make sure your hips do it. Sling him around. Just take your time. A lot of what makes these techniques not work for people is they try to go faster than the technique itself is capable of being put on. You have to wait for the reaction of each step to get the next step to work. Okay? We're going to do for you snake or Aiki, and we're going to do it against a cycle overhead knife attack. That's about the only person person that's going to do this kind of knife attack, so you need to practice it. You're people that is just going crazy. Good fighters, the chances of them trying to stab overhead is slim and none. Okay? And the way we do it, we take them straight down with the hand resting on the leg, keeping the pressure on it. The more pressure you keep on it, the more the knife turns out. Then you just set the arm down. Put the knee, which will automatically open his hand up. Take the knife out and put it to a part on his body. Okay, slower. You step into it, cutting up. And go straight down, pushing this elbow to the head. Then drop straight down with the knife resting on your thigh or right in your hip crease. You got to make sure that you control the guy. Keep him into your center. You want to suck him in instead of letting him drift out from you. The farther he drifts out, the bigger chance of you getting cut with the knife. Okay? Setting the hand down, it's got to be even or higher than the shoulder line. Now this is a very important point. When you have pressure on this pressure point right here, it's going to open the hand for the knife. But you also want to make sure that you don't relieve any pressure. So basically you're just going to switch the hand with the knee, so you don't have any pressure relief. Taking the knife out, put it to his body, neck somewhere, and then you also pull up on the arm if he wants to continue fighting. Give him a shot of pain every once in a while, say chill out. Okay? So again, okay, so cut up on the arm, pushing the elbow to the face, and this hand cuts down. Okay? Rest right on your arm, set it down, even or higher than the shoulder line. Replace this hand with the knee, just like that, which will make the hand open. Put the knife to the neck and talk to your attacker. Give him shots of pain if necessary. Okay, let's go this side. Okay, this one you want to step off the line as well. You're not stepping straight in to the attacker either. You're stepping in a diagonal off the line with it, okay? You want to be inside, so if you get hard and the knife, when you go it will project over your head. You don't want to do this here. I want to go where you do. You want to be standing right here and you hit the arm, because if the knife comes out, it's going to then stab you in the head, face, or whatever. Okay? So you want to cut up. And basically, when that guy's hands go up, what? Your hands go up. And you're just going to cut up into the arm. And then this one pushes, which that does that to him, and this one comes down at the same time. Okay? Okay, the next technique that we're going to flying eagle, and we're going to, it's a Crocadile, and we're going to do it to a knife to the body in the front. Okay, basically what you're doing is you're learning to defend techniques against muggers and things from this area. Somebody might come up, put a knife to you, want your money, or any such thing like that there. So, but this is where you're really learning to do these. These are the start of the major throws in Aiki combat. Okay, we're going to do the first one combat for you, and then work on it after that. Okay? Now what you want to do is relax and don't jerk too much. All you need to relax, because he cannot stab you fast enough if he sees you to move. Okay? You turn, this hand goes back so you don't get it cut. Then you draw your elbow back, and then your thumbs cross, just like this. And when you do that, you want to take it right into his armpit. It's like you're going to cut his own throat with a knife, his own knife, but your arms need to be straight. And then you step in, which is see what it's already doing to him. And then his forearm rests on your hip, and then you do your hip turn, which is the throw, okay? And you milk him over and put the knife to the neck. Okay? Crocadile is really meant. Crocadile means really forearm. The wrist is secondary. It's just like a backup. You really shouldn't be screwing with the wrist too much. There's too many people out there that you just try to twist on the wrist. It's not going to work. Your back should be straight, and body weight. Get in your horse stance and give you a little body drop, hip going into the forearm. But you have to get them skeletally locked right there. Right? So this is a little drill, another little drill. I mean, it's the same thing that was in level 1. But anytime you do this, when you're practicing this, after you get warmed up, you always want your uke to try to stick you with a knife. Okay? That's all you need. You don't pull on the hand. You don't want to do this, because then he's into you and knocking you down. So basically what you're doing is you're working on his balance right here. His balance is trying to stick you, and then the next thing the guy is going to try to do is regain his balance, pulling it back, and all you're going to do is just follow it in. right into the throat. That's basically what it is you're doing. His balance is going forward, trying to stick you, and then he tries to pull his balance back, so I just go with it. You don't want to fight against him, so he's going forward to try to stick you, and then he's trying to grab back to get his balance to try to get you again, and you're just following him right on in there, okay? Goes here, goes back, in, throw, and down. Okay? From this one. Okay? What you want to do, you're making yourself smaller. See? Then the hand comes and crosses the thumb. It goes to him. Step in. Take a left step over. Push him down on the wrist, which will milk him over. Drop your right knee on his shoulder. Take the peel and knife out of his hand and put it to his neck, or any part of his body will do. It will settle him down. Okay? Let's do it from this direction. Is the elbow goes, pushing the elbow straight back. All you're doing is keeping the flex out of the wrist there. Then it turns. Then it turns. See how you got him? You got him in a bad way. And all you have to do is just go into it. You can do it with any part of your body, as you see there. Okay? So it's straight back. Straight back with the arm. It turns. This would be my hips. And down and into his triangulation point with your hip. Okay, last time. It's a lot faster, it's a lot smoother. And one of the things that you've got to realize in a self-defense situation, you're not going to be able to do a lot of movements. You're not going to be able to go around like this here and do all these fancy throws, because in a self-defense situation, people just don't rob you out in the middle of nowhere with nothing around. They either come in your house, you have furniture, things of that nature, you're not going to be able to move. So you've got to use the same principles, but shorten them up for combat. Okay? So I'm standing right here. I'm not moving anywhere. Okay? So you might be in a car lot. There's cars around. You're not going to be able to move around. Okay? So it's very, very important. Okay, the next technique, soldier or Kansetsuwaza. We're going to do it with a gun pointing to your head, and there's going to be an A and B variation. One will be you'll be taking the guy down, but you're going to be in a fashion to where you can get up, and the other one where you're going to stay down with your attacker. Okay, put the gun down. Right here is when you want to react. Now, you don't want to wait any longer than that. Okay. Okay, so I'm in a position where all I have to do is just come right back up. I think you'll be able to see it better from this side. Right there. Head. Peeling the gun out. Dropping down on the arm, and the gun is pointing to the head. And all I have to do is get up. Okay? Gun point down. Right there's your lock, right here. You peel the gun out, point the gun to your attacker, withdraw your leg just a little bit if needed, and drop straight down. Okay. Hold him there or get up if you have more than one attacker. Make sure that when you practice it, that's the timing that you want. You want to practice with a guy pulling the gun out of his jacket, things like that there. And practice that way. Practice as realistic as possible. If you want to have pretty good control of that gun before he hits the ground, that's the timing that you want with it. And let's go over how we peel it out. Right here. Okay. Right there. Right here. I have a lock. What you do is you're rotating the wrist clockwise. And I'm just going right behind it. I have a wrist lock on him with this arm bar, and then I shoot it straight down, and my bicep takes over where my wrist hand left off. Right there. I still have this wrist lock on him right there. Bang. And I drop straight down, body weight on his elbow, and gun point to the head. I can get back and either point the gun at the other attackers or get up and leave him there laying and find out what happened. Okay? So up, step forward, not straight in, but diagonally in with the left foot. Peeling it. And all you're doing is just milking it out of his hand. It shoots out, and the hand wrist should go right there, pointing, hugging your arms together like this. Drop down, and point to the neck or back of the head, and then you can get up. Okay, part B. This, in my opinion, would be for two reasons alone. One is if you know that this is the only attacker that you have, and two, if he's bigger than you. Same thing, just a different takedown is all it is. And this time I'm dropping all my body weight flat to the ground with no hesitation whatsoever. Okay. This angle right here. Okay. Gun still to the head, pointed to the attacker. Okay, slow it down a bit here. Up. Everything, instead of stepping forward like we did before, you kick the left leg out. I'm dropping all my body weight. It shoots off. Right there should be your lock again. Okay? Open this one. That's not gonna work. About the only good one is right here. You're just falling down all your body weight on his elbow joint. You got this for pain. You can give him shots of pain. If he wants to keep fighting, like move around, just give him shots of pain right there. Say, settle down. I got your gun to your head. I'll blow your head off. You'll give him to settle down. All you have to just give him a shot of pain every once in a while to settle him down some. You'll probably get out of that altercation without killing the man. Okay? But chances are in the street, you drop all your body weight that quick on a guy's arm, unexpecting and not good in training in this type of system, you're probably going to break his arm. So you've accomplished that much, and that will probably calm him down. One more time. Okay, we're going to do last one combat and leave you with that. Last technique and the second level is basically the first weapon technique that we'll practice against a moving knife attack. Okay, a major moving knife attack. We did the overhead knife earlier. I consider that as secondary. This is a major. This is one your average and more professional knife fighters will try to do to you, which is the quick side slash knife attack, trying to cut you across the throat or body. Okay. Okay, now what we're doing here with it is number one is I'm again stepping off the line. And as soon as I step off, I am parrying with this hand and chopping the bicep with this one here. And I'm inside, so if this knife comes out of his hand, it's going to miss me. So I have to do that. I cannot do this. I can't just stand here, bang, and then this knife comes out, sticks me in the head or somewhere else. That's not what you want. So basically you want to suck the guy into your tornado. You come in and hit. Then the left leg takes a step back, which then you take the knife down and you pull him to his triangulation point, which will unbalance him there. Then you take a step forward, and right here is your hips again. Now my hips is not into it, and I turn my hips, taking the knife out as I throw him, making sure that you're grabbing on the blunt edge of the blade. Okay? Here, lock, back, down, and to his triangulation point. Hips, got the knife out before you go. Okay? You're snapping the arm with this. Okay, let's go from this direction, straight on. There, off balance. Turn your body into the arm. Okay, now you're giving your attacker a chance with this. You're just getting the knife away from him, destroying the arm. Let's go on this side now. Okay, as you are destroying the arm, all your body weight is going into this. Bang! As you step in, knife hand striking the neck. Stepping back, and throw. Okay? One more time. And make sure you take the knife down. Let's see if I can get you a good view of that. Let's see. All right.
You asked
Out. And you got to take the knife down. You don't want to take it too far in. You want to take it down. Grab. Turn your hip into it. And settle. Okay? Okay, B. You don't want to be so nice to this guy. Basically what B is how it was actually done in combat in the Samurai Warrior Day. This is basically made for training so your partner can practice forward rolls and you're a little nicer. Instead of just putting part of your body into the technique, you put every ounce of your body in the technique and you break the arm as you're taking the weapon away from the attacker. Okay? Put you right here and attack me from that angle. Okay? I'm not just using my hip, I'm using my whole body, but I'm letting go of the arm. See? In combat, I would not let go of the arm. Stepping in at the same. Taking the knife down, bam, I would run all my body weight into it. And in practice, you let go, taking the knife out of the hand as you're doing it. Again. Very, very powerful technique. You're going to destroy that guy's arm pretty good with this one. Make sure you're stepping in. And snap. Okay? When you're uke, practice partners, for you guys, you need to relax. The more stiff you are, the more painful this technique is. Even though the toray or the defender is letting go of that arm, just the sheer power of me, 100%, 110% of my body weight and torque of my hips going into that arm is painful enough. So if you want to save yourself some pain, right there, save yourself some pain, I would relax. Okay? You want to move your body in 110% and at the same time stripping the knife out of the hand. Okay? That's here. Okay, this concludes level 2 of Aiki combat. Level 3, you're going to see more advanced throws against higher